I recently sold a couple 650s, and boy, the 650s really are coming out nice these days. And if you'd like to get a Loar Archtop or Recording King flat top, you know, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm really the best guy to get it from because I've been with the company. I was with the Music Link way before all these big boys were with them, way before, like 10, 11, 12 years ago. I developed a really good relationship with them. The owner likes my playing. They even used a couple of my videos on YouTube for the LH350 on their site, theloar.com, for over 2 years. Brian Jones is a friend of mine. He was my rep for many, many years, and then he got promoted to national sales manager. He dropped about 150 accounts, but he kept me as an account. So I actually order my guitars directly from the national sales manager. So if you want a really good Loar, you want somebody who's really on top of it, make sure you get a nice one. I'm really the guy to get it through. That's why a lot of people just call me up. I just sold this 650 actually to a really cool horse veterinarian back east, and when he called me, that's what he said. He goes, I just don't want to get it from anybody. I want to get it from somebody who's really, really hooked up with the company, which I am. So I appreciate that. So a lot of people call me up and buy Loar Archtops from me, or Recording King flat tops, and I'll make sure you get a good one. But anyway, so I'm going to ship this one out on Monday, and I'm so stoked to have it a little bit longer. This is unplugged, by the way, and you can hear how it just has that resonance. And that's the thing about the Loar is a lot of people ask me about other guitars like Eastman or whatever, Gibson, whatever it might be. Most of this stuff is especially like by the Big G company, it's way, way overpriced. If this guitar were by the Big G company, it'd be thousands. But the Loars sound really great unplugged as well as plugged, and that's really the acid test. It's that violin voicing top. But listen to this 650. And this has not even been played, not even a half an hour. Now let's do a little bit of free instruction. I want to talk a little bit about developing single note technique, and something else I want to mention too. When you're working on a major scale, as opposed to just going through it, try to build melodies. Just simple. Haven't played this guitar much today. Anyway, I want to talk about developing technique and single note is when you practice, place accents. This is huge, folks. Some of the biggest guitar tips you'll ever get are so simple, but like as opposed to just say you're just trying to warm up and you're doing this. There's a few things here. One, play like quiet, then play a little louder, and then put even more muscle in. Wait. Practice those 3 different levels of volume. Quiet, medium, and then put a little more pressure and weight. Also place accents, like even something as mindless as just kind of a pseudo-chromatic like this. Put the accent on the first note of the 4th, then the second note, then the 3rd. You get the idea, okay? So, and then like I said, by learning to place accent, the accent placement will allow you to develop more technique. And also another simple tip is so powerful that when you practice, if you practice like this, muting, slow like this. Now here I'm kind of going across, right? I'm not just doing it like this. Now here the accent, double triplets. Put the accent on the first one. But the point, and then here I'm kind of crossing over. Like say I have to go. And there I kind of change, kind of like that, go that harmonic minor sound. But my point just being is, if every time you practice, if you practice slow and clean, like this, you're developing technique. You're building technique. You might not think you are, but you are. It's really incredible. You just like practice slow and clean, okay? Now if you mute, it makes your right hand work a little bit harder, so it even helps you more with developing technique. Anyway, yeah, if you want to get a Loar Archtop, I'll get you a great one. This one sounds incredible. I'm not sure if you guys can hear this. Just has a gorgeous, I know I have it tuned a little low. I actually lowered the bridge because I was shipping it off, so I lowered the bridge. I probably need to bring it back up. But anyway, they really sound good. They're really doing a great job. I think the carvers are just getting better and better at doing this. I really do. It just sings. It just jumps out. Hear that? I'm not warmed up at all. I've barely played today. So I take my own advice and slow down, right? If you just practice a single note slow and then place an accent, bam, bam, bam. Okay? And then like I said before, 3 levels of volume. Quiet, medium, and then put more weight and power. It's a great way to practice. Okay, I'm going to keep this this video kind of short, but like I said, if you'd like, these 650s are unbelievable, man. It's got that kind of sound like an old, really nice L5 meets an old Epiphone master belt with the violin voice, and they're doing an unbelievable job on this stuff. Okay, enjoy that. If you want samples of the guitar ladder system, send me an email to polkzoo@gmail.com. Take care. Let's all keep the positive faith and trust the universe. Ciao.